Guess what? A nigga is back, bro. Round of applause, niggas. Round of applause. A nigga is back. I was having issues with my shit, bro, but I think I got it sorted. So streams on their way, videos on their way. If you do not know, my name is DAVID, nigga. If you don't know, now you know. Nigga, let's get into this reaction video. I got some shit planned for you guys.
I've always had a
This is
passion for
Travis
these
Scott showing his luxury
ultra rare
cars.
things that always was outside of the box.
Bro, that
I
brown.
think
One thing that I like about Travis Scott is that brown layout that he got with all of his shit, except for that brown Batman suit, nigga. If y'all know, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, that wasn't it. But everything else that he puts that brown on, bro, that chocolate brown,
every
fire,
sneaker,
bro.
every car, there's a connection.
Them
There's been
Doom
a lot
Dunks
of
are
times
fire
where I
too.
pass on certain things because it's not really something that connected to me.
Got the purple lobsters and shit. Urus. Man, sorry.
Welcome
My
to
fault.
On Display.
My fault. I knew you got it like that, but I wasn't expecting to see man, sorry.
Thank you for doing this.
Nah, for sure, always, man.
We're here to see some
Rapper
of the
producer.
amazing cars in your collection, but also I want to talk about the art of collecting and your journey in collecting things. Even back in the day, stereo speakers, was that like the first thing that
Balenciaga shades. You see me? Balenciaga shades. Chat, when we get some money, bro.
you started collecting?
You know, wow, that's crazy. How the fuck?
And the T2
So my
was
dad,
fire, bro. I
everyone
would
had
love
like
to do
their
that shit, bro.
surround sound systems in their garages, just
What we gotta
collecting.
do now is put tooth gems, yo. Let me put you on some, bro. Them tooth gems, bro. Sometimes them shit might crack your teeth, bro. I put a tooth gem like a couple weeks ago. That the glue is still on my shit, bro. And I'm kind of stressing out, but that's sidetracked.
You know, I had this idea of just like taking the woofers out of the, out of the towers of the speakers.
Bro,
And I
earring's
put
so
it in
big
my
it's wearing a
shoeboxes,
nigga
and I
ear
kind
down,
of created
bro.
my own surround sound. I needed like multiple amps for that. So
That's
then,
hard.
as I went to like all my different neighbors' cribs,
like a
I
broken
kind of noticed
shoebox,
that
but
they
it's a
all
speaker.
had different brands of amps, different speakers, different sizes. So I used to ask them, can I have it? Because they weren't doing it. So I collected stuff from there, and then from there, the passion of just like finding things that can inspire you to get to the next level.
Where do cars fit into your passion points of collecting?
I mean, it's always been a passion.
Bro, but one thing I will say in terms of car, him, Uzi, I'm trying to think of another rapper who has insane car collection. I have to put Rick Ross in there just for the sheer amount of quantity that nigga has, bro.
From seeing like European like rally racing, even
Tough.
from F1,
Yeah.
You kind of see these
And I know he used that for one of his album
over,
releases
like,
too.
jealous and crazy looking type cars that moving at high level speeds, different engines, paint jobs, colors, and it always just inspired me. I love to move fast, so it's just like it started from like little bikes, little mongoose bikes.
Mongoose, yes.
And then when I was able to get a car, it's like started from there. Just got my drive up just to get some drive. You know what I'm saying?
Word too, bro.
We're sitting in your Lamborghini Urus.
I'm not gonna lie, I love the Lamborghini Urus, but if I was to have let me know in the comments down below your dream car. But my dream car, number one, is the GTR Skyline, 34R. Is that what it's called? The one in Fast and Furious, Paul Walker's car. Whew, I would love to soup up a Skyline, bro. Like make it, dude. I watched a video a couple days ago of a guy restoring a full Skyline. Like he bought all the the Nismo parts. Let me not get into it, some nerdy shit, but he bought all the Nismo parts and made it like a brand new Skyline. So Skyline, LaFerrari, and I saw it because of Travis Scott. That's why I want the LaFerrari, and I want a RAV4. And I'm talking about the two-door RAV4. You know what I'm talking about? The tiny two-door RAV4, and soup that bitch up, bro. Those are the three cars that I want to buy,
When did you
bro.
first fall in love with Lambos?
I remember I wanted a Lambo so bad, and I got finessed for like a Huracan. I'll never forget. I paid like 100,000 or something for it. This is when I was younger.
How much is a Huracan anyway? Especially in 2014.
So it's just like, you try to put some money down on a Lambo or whatever. And then it even ended up working out. I bought it from some guy, and after that I was like, fuck this. I'm going all dealership from now on for all this other shit. So yeah, like I think with everything, even like the Toyota I had, which I called the hood Toyota MR2, I looked at that car like it was a Lamborghini until I could finally turn it into one. And I don't think it's like a materialistic thing. I don't even think it's because of the price it was. I think just the performance the style, the drive of it.
You gotta.
How
You
much
got a
of an
couple
effect does the
G-Wagons?
Jeep Cherokee your mom had? How does that fuel kind of like this passion for collecting?
Well, my mom had this green Jeep Cherokee and her driver door didn't work, so we always had to get in on the passenger seat. And that fueled me every day to make sure that at least we can get in on the driver's seat.
Absolutely.
And my mom has always had a style to her. She's always been able to keep things like at a couture level, even though things are like rough. You know what I'm saying?
Made the best out of it.
But yeah, so it was like kind of why I'm into these Jeeps, how raw and deconstructed they are. Kind of reminds me of that fucked up Jeep I had.
In this studio, the Maybach G650 Lawn Delay. Only 99 made. What made you need that car in your collection?
Yeah. Yo, isn't this that rare Maybach that there was only 5? Mistake me if I'm wrong. He bought like there were only 5 of them, and Travis Scott had one.
You know, I've always had a passion for these like ultra.
It might not be 5,
things,
but I know they were
things that
rare as
always
fuck.
was outside of the box. Even looking at the land a lot, just the space, the privacy. You know, it kind of just gives you a different experience. The tech might not be as up to date, but it's kind of like a good thing. It's kind of like a peacefulness in that.
Another car that's
He's
here.
not wrong. Shout
I
out to
promise
all
I'm
the
not
old
going to
cars
talk
out there, bro.
sneakers, but the Cabriolet,
Yeah.
the Olive Pro Beat Dunks. Is it ever delivered to match, or is it just a passion of collecting a bunch
it's that
of
brown
things?
that I'm talking
I
about.
think every sneaker, every car, there's a connection. It's been a lot of times where I pass on, you know, certain things or certain sneakers, certain cars, because it's not really something that connected to me.
Yeah.
Whether it's from like the SBs, every SB has a story.
I love a good SB,
Whether
bro.
it's like the Dooms or something. Like you think about it like, you know, I
Bucket
love
list
these
to get
albums,
those.
you know, the NRDs, I love this.
Yes.
Freddy Krueger, one of the illest
Yes.
movies.
Yes.
Lobsters, which was something I wasn't as fond of as of late, but now I love them.
Yes.
You know what I'm
All
saying?
the lobsters, bro. The purple, green, and purple. Oh my days! I would be such a
Come
happy
from
man,
waves
bro.
sometimes.
Yeah, and not the sneaker, but the actual food.
Okay.
It's like the movie Big.
Okay, nah. Hell nah. Hell nah. I'm a big advocate for eat what you want, and the weirder the better, but fucking seafood, I've had the worst fucking experience. Nigga, if you had a... Yo, I'm about to say some controversial shit right now, and I don't give a fuck. Seafood boil tastes like shit. Seafood boil tastes like doo-doo. I don't know if it's the one that I had. The prawns weren't clean. The poop line was still in there. The mussels had sand in them. That shit was not good, bro. And I said what I said. Niggas eating underwater cockroaches, bro. Tell them.
We talked about the stereo system, but
putting
like,
some butter on that
out of
shit
your
and calling it a day. Okay, I'm gonna stop. But no,
cars,
bro. That's
do you
disgusting.
do the car tests with albums? And do you like listening to, and what is that process like?
Oh yeah, for sure. Every album I've ever made, it's not one album that I haven't put out that I haven't car tested. You know, I might start from my phone test to the car test. I don't even know if you looked at my dog, but I was like going back and forth from a car.
Yeah.
Like listening to the album. I think it was Asheroll at the time. Well, each car has like
Good
a
ass album.
different type of take on sound and things like hit different. But then also too is like not everyone is in like maybe an ultra expensive car, so also listen to and in a car that, you know, I might drive on an every day-to-day basis, or my mom might drive on an every day-to-day basis, because that's like natural consumption.
Totally.
He's not wrong. If your song don't hit in a car, it'll never hit anywhere. I don't care if it's your song you made for concerts. No, it needs to be car and headphones. That's the most consumed places that music is like normally. Bomba clat. What was that sentence? That's the most. That
For your 28th birthday, you bought yourself a Bugatti Chiron. Only 30 of those exist. Are you sentimental? Do you tie them to life events ever?
Yeah, you know, it's crazy because, you know, RP Pop, we were working on
The Gotti video, right?
I always loved the car, you know, the idea of the car is crazy. And I remember we was doing that song and Pop was like, yeah, man, we gotta bring the Gottis out, man. Like, you know, I forgot who was helping us put the video together. It's like, yeah, man, I know somebody that can, like, you know, bring some Gottis out for us. And I'm thinking, like, to bring them out for us. I'm like, nah, fuck that. It's like, nah, I'm gonna just go get this. I remember I pulled up, we was at the shoot, me and Pops right around. He's like, man, he's like, damn, bro, this shit like smell like brand new. I was like, yeah, bro, I just got it.
blue interior? Alright.
Like,
You got it, bro.
week ago. He's like, what the fuck? I was like, yeah.
See, blue interior is some like
I was like, bro, to be honest,
exotic
you
car shit.
wanted
You
to.
can't have blue interior in a fucking Corolla, bro. Niggas gonna look at you say, "Hey, nigga, fuck it. Do what you do what you gotta do, bro. If you wanna have blue interior in that Toyota, do that shit. You look like a fucking nurse in her fucking scrubs and shit, but that's some only like exotic
The
car
illest
shit, bro.
rappers, like I feel like you changing like the whole sound of New York. You don't even know if you know right now, but like just from the sound of the beats to the way you put together, it's like this is gonna create allegiance of just like
Yes.
artists and the sound and creatives. So man, you gonna have a million of these, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the music just went to the highest level,
You like to drive these cars.
Oh yeah.
You like cars that are driven.
Yeah. I don't believe in people that buy these cars just to sit them in the garage and then don't pull them out.
I don't get
and
that
have like
either.
0 miles on them.
Even
like,
shoes.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck is that for?
I
Yeah.
don't get people who keep shoes for dead stock. Like, yes, you're gonna sell them later for. It's like investing in stocks. I get them, but come on. If for clothes and shoes, if you buy shoes, guys, yes, take care of them, but wear them bitches, please.
Respect all collectors and how they treat their things, but
Because the
man,
reselling
gotta put
market,
them
bro,
cars
is
on the road.
fuck,
I know Jay
bro.
Leno got mad V's, and I'm pretty sure he puts them on the road.
Well, I know your time is limited. Thank you so much.
No, thank you, man.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, man.
Thank you.
For sure.
W Innover, yo, shout out Cactus Jack, bro.